The title of this video is Why High Performers Get Stuck and what actually drives promotion decisions inside organizations. If you're a high-performing leader, senior director, VP, or on that path, there's a pattern you've likely experienced but haven't given language for. You've delivered results, you've exceeded expectations, you've even taken on more responsibility. And yet, when promotion decisions are made, you're not the obvious choice. Not because you're not capable, but because the system isn't evaluating what you think it is. I've spent years working with executive leaders, academic institutions, and organizations developing leadership pipelines and preparing leaders to be succession ready. Across industries, the same pattern shows up. The people who perform the most are not always the people who get promoted. That disconnect isn't random, it's structural. I call this the performance paradox. Organizations say they reward performance, but they promote based on perceived leadership readiness. They even say it's fair and unbiased. But those two things are not the same thing. So what happens? High performers become indispensable in their role executing. They're under-recognized by top leadership and often overlooked at the exact moment advancement decisions are made. This creates a hidden cost for both the individual and the organization. For the individual, there's stalled progress, increased frustration, and eventually potentially disengagement or exit. For the organization, it creates a weak succession pipeline, misidentifies leadership talent, and retention risk of their highest contributors. The system is quietly misallocating leadership potential. Most professionals respond to this in one of three ways. They work harder, they wait longer, or they assume visibility will eventually catch up. None of these solve the actual problem. Because promotion is not a reward system. It's a risk decision. And organizations are asking a very different question. Do we trust this person to operate at the next level? Advancement happens when three signals are clearly established. Purpose. Are you aligned to enterprise level impact? Power. Personal power. Do you influence decisions beyond your role? And executive presence. How you show up. Are you perceived as already operating at the next levels? Most high performers over-index on execution and under-signal leadership. These signals build in a very specific order. You don't get presence without personal power, and you don't get power without purpose. When aligned, they create what I call the advancement flywheel. Clear purpose gives stronger personal power. Stronger personal power increases your influence and can lead to a better executive presence. This could lead to better sponsorship, better opportunities, and the scope expansion you're looking for. This is how advancement actually compounds. At this point, most leaders recognize something important. I've been operating at a high level, but I haven't been signaling a promotability level. This is not a capability gap. It's a translation gap. The question becomes, where actually is the gap in your case? Is it how your impact is framed? Where you're positioned in decision networks? Or how leadership perceives your readiness? If you want clarity on that, the next step is rather straightforward. We've built a structured diagnostic that maps how your performance is currently being interpreted, where your leadership signals are strong or missing, and what specifically needs to shift for you to be viewed as promotable. This is not generic coaching. It's a working session. It's a strategic partnership. If that would be useful, you can apply for a conversation. If it's a fit, we'll walk you through your situation directly. Because the goal isn't to work harder, It's to ensure your leadership is recognized at the level you're already capable of operating.